Today we are going to know about the family Asclepiadaceae, the milkweed family. According to Bentham and Hooker system of classification, the classification as like class Dicotyledonnae, subclass Gammopetalae, series Bicarpellatae, and order Gentianales, family Asclepiadaceae. Some of the important plant species of this family: Asclepia, Asclepias corasavica, Calotropis gigantea, Calotropis procera, Caralloma umbellata, Ceropegia spiralis, Cryptolepis buchanani, Cyprostegia grandiflora, Damia extensia, Decalepis hamiltonii, Gymnema sylvestris, Hemidismus indicus, Holostemma adcodian, Leptadenia reticulata, Pergularia damia, Sarcostemma acidum, Tylophoria indica, Vatacaca volubilis. These are the pictures of the plant species, the Asclepia corasavica and Calotropis gigantea, the bluish flowers, and the Calotropis procera with whitish pink flowers, Caralloma umbellata and Ceropegia spiralis, Cryptolepis buchanani, Cryptostegia grandiflora, Damia extensia, Decalepis hamiltonii, Gymnema sylvestris, Hemidesmus indica, Holstemma adcodian, Leptadenia reticulata, Sarcostemma acidum, Tylophora indica, and Vatacaca volubilis. So this family is distributed with 250 genera and 2000 species, mainly in tropical and subtropical regions. About 50 genera and 250 species are reported from India. Asclepias is the largest genus with 200 species. Coming to habit, majority of these species, they are erect perennial herbs, and Calotropis like species are shrubs, and rarely Calotropis gigantea is a small tree, and majority of the members are the twiners, and some of them like Distidia are epiphytes. Coming to vegetative characters, a root system, as a dicotyledon, it's having taproot system and branched and bears the rootstock. The stem is aerial, erect, branched, and woody in Calotropis in the lower portions, and majority of the species are weak stem twiners, and all parts of the stems they contain the latex. Coming to leaves, they are having simple leaves with the sessile, and majority of the species they show opposite decussate, the phyllotaxy, and sometimes they are alternate with the entire margin. Both surface of the leaves are having waxy coating, and they show reticulate venation. Coming to floral characters, the inflorescence is a cymose type of inflorescence, mostly dicacial to multicacial cyme, and in Stapelia it is an umbellate inflorescence. And flower is bracteate, pedicellate, complete, bisexual, actinomorphic, and pentamerous and hypogynous in nature. The calyx having 5 sepals, they are free polysepalous. They show quincuncial arrangement of estivation with one petal having twisted in nature, and the two sepals which are having completely inside, and 2 sepals which are having the edges completely outside. Coming to corolla, the number of petals are 5, gammopetales, and the outgrowths of the petal bases unites to form a crown-like structure which is known as corollary corona, which attract the insects, and they are twisted in nature. Coming to andrecium, a special type of the stamens are to be arranged in this. The number of stamens are 5, epipetales in nature. The anthers are attached to the angles of a pentangular disc, the gynostegium, which is a modified, the stigma is modified into gynostegium. Each anther having a group of pollen grains called pollinium. 2 pollinia, one each from adjacent anthers, are united together by the thread-like retinacula, and 2 retinacula are attached to a glandular corpusculum. The pollinia with retinacula and the corpusculum together are known as translator. A nectariferous corona consisting 5 hoods may also be present. These are the pictures of the longitudinal section of flower, which is showing the Andrecium. And coming to Gynoecium, it is a bicarpellary. The carpels are free at the base and the styles are united at the apices, and the stigma forms a pentangular disc, the gynostegium, and ovary is superior. Ovary of each carpel is unilacular with many ovules in each locule, which are arranged in a marginal placentation. The fruit, which is a characteristic feature of a pair of follicles, the seeds with tufts of silky hairs, which are to be called as comos. And the pollination in this family, a peculiar type of pollination which is to be known as the clip mechanism, and it is completed by means of the insects. The butterflies are the chief pollinating agents which visit the brightly colored flowers and the corollary corona structure in search of nectar. When butterflies alights on a flower in search of nectar, its legs tends to slip down the slits in the column and hook onto the band connecting a pair of pollinia. As butterfly flies away, this connecting band twists sharply. This brings the pollinia close together. When the butterfly arrives at another flower, the pollinia are in such a position that they lodge in a slit in the column of the flower and break off, and thus distributing the pollen grains over the stigma. And coming to economic importance of this family, the ornamental plants, several species like Asclepias, Caralluma, Ceropegia, Cryptostegia, Hoya, Periploca, and Stapelia, they are the ornamental plants. For fiber used for cordage, twines, fishing nets, etc. are obtained from Asclepia corasavica, Calotropis gigantea, Lepidinia, and Tylophora. An indigo-like dye is obtained from Marsdenia. Cryptostegia grandiflora has been cultivated commercially as a source of rubber. The latex obtained from species of Metelia is used in arrow poison. And some plants are of medicinal importance. They include the Calotropis procera, the roots which are used against cough, and Gymnema sylvestris, they are used as laxative and diuretic. Hemidesmus indicates, the roots are used in urinary and skin disease. Pergularia damia used as expectorant, and the Tylophora indica, the roots which are used in curing bronchitis, whooping cough, and asthma. Thank you.